Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I have invented the 5. Make it 10. 10-minute meeting. All right. Ashland City Council meeting of March 4th. It starts with the mayor's announcement. It's Women's History Month. Whereas, women work a lot and do charity stuff and military stuff and political stuff and are undervalued. March is Women's Month. Think about ladies. Come on, who doesn't? Am I right? And then the consent agenda. 2 things were approved. But item E, e-bike rules, that was pulled. And then this guy goes, hey, there are more e-bikes and they're unregulated. Words. Kind of blabbered for a while. Class 1, Class 2, 16-year-old, 20 mile an hour. Eugene has a law. And then this one says, hey, there's so many different electric things. E-bikes are different than rascals. So we need more information. And this guy goes, hey, state e-bike laws already exist. Are we looking for more than the state laws? And this guy, Scott Flurry, public works director guy, so he goes, New York City has a very robust regulations. So we want to look at that. New York City is often referred to as the Ashland of the East Coast. So, and one transportation commissioner was hit by an e-bike 2 different times while in a crosswalk. And this guy goes, hey, isn't it already illegal to hit somebody with your bike in a crosswalk? So who would enforce these more regulations? And this one goes, yeah. That's kind of the stuff we're going to study, of course. And then this guy goes, he goes, well, I moved to get more information and bring this to a study session. And it passed 4-2. And then this guy and this guy were like the 2 that says, no, this is a total waste of time. And then Travel Ashland's presentation. The travel lady was there. She says, 10% of all lodging money is taxed and goes to the city. And Airbnb rates monies are up 10%, but hotels rentals are down 6%. We are participating in a Wheel the World, something to do with wheelchairs, I think. Chocolate Festival, the Film Festival, the Mystery Festival. Mount Ashland is good. And Travel Ashland wants the city to get that 2,000 acres of madrone land. And then this guy, he says, you got a lot of data here. What does it all mean? Oh, and then she went right into Manajo speak. Fertile ground, buckets, diversification, planted roots, engagement, resilience, continued investment, and stakeholders. And then he goes, your calendar is meh, and Google searches don't even bring up Travel Ashland. What are you planning to do about that? Oh, yeah, the travel agent, apps are really hard to make. And this guy goes, why are hotels down? And the travel agent says, only 30% of hotels provided data for us, so that's statistically worthless. And then this guy goes, your online map sucks. And the lady went, it's Google, it's not us. We're going to change that, of course. And the more questions they asked, the more questions we all had, and it's over. And then, public forum. A gray-capped homeless guy said, here's the homeless experience. Someone from the city is a bad guy. To be named at the next meeting when I present part 2. And Central Oregon has bad energy. And I was helping some kid. And you know what happened? Time. He ran out of time. The mayor says time. And so, talking about a cliffhanger. That was a good one. And then the super young guy showed up and said, I'm against the new expulsion zone expansion. And then the appeal of the Kestrel Park Phase 3 plan approval. So there's a lot of rules about how because this is an official appeal of a planning decision. Kestrel Park, where is it? Here, you go down towards Mountain Meadows, turn left. Here, I'll show you a sky map. Sky map in is a spot. There it is. And then Planning Department King, Brandon Goldman, King of the Planning Department, says the Planning Commission approved this plan and all the variances in December, and it was finalized in January, and then a bunch of neighbors now hate it. And then another planning guy stood up and he said, here are maps and plans and sidewalks and driveways and stuff. And so the group of neighborhood haters came up, and the blue sweater person said, I represent 200 petition signers. It's too dense. Alleyway access is limited. There's fire danger, evacuation danger. Buildings are too dark. Oh, all right. And then another guy goes, sweater vest guy says, there'll be wildfire gridlock. 8 units are only 350 square feet, for God's sake. We were told this would be 24 single-family homes. No, there are super tall apartments. Crying out loud. And then third guy says, we're not NIMBY. It's just the density. And this borders on criminal. And then the builder people stood up. They went up to the thing. And a lady in a red jacket, the attorney, says, this was zoned to multifamily forever. Legal, 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 legal. Everything was legal. And then another guy came up and said he was afraid of burning to death. And then this guy goes, where is this guy? Oh, this is the guy. He goes, let me ask about the bridge that was maybe going to be built across Bear Creek on Nevada. And this one goes, good Christ, man, stick to the project. And he goes, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, right, okay. And then this one goes, I move to reject this appeal. And this guy goes, the code is the law, and it was legal, so we can do. And then this one goes, hey, wildfire is a scary issue number one. Even though this is legal, fire is just too scary. It's too scary. And then this guy goes, my bridge question was a good one, and I support this rejection. And this guy goes, hey, what does he say? Hey, wildfire evacuation is important, but I'm supporting this project to continue going on. And then this guy says, fire is scary, but you all said you had a lot of volunteers, so all those volunteers could help you out. This is a fire. Okay. And so passed 5-1. This one says, so the appeal was rejected, the building things going on. And then one old guy in the audience turned to the builder right behind him in the audience and says, you're signing our death warrant. And this one goes, officer, get rid of that old guy. And did the cop save builder Mark Knox's life? The way I'm telling it, he did. And then second reading of changing the government decision appeals to go to a judge, and it was approved last meeting. And then City Attorney Doug McGarry said, let me read the little change you asked me to make at the last meeting. From now on, citizens will pay $150 to appeal anything. And then this guy goes, where's this guy goes? He goes, no, that's what we wanted to change. That was the thing we wanted to change from. And so Doug McGarry, goes, what? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let me look up paper. Oh, yeah, here it is. What I meant to say was, from now on, citizens will pay a fee to be named later. And so more McGarry magic. This one, okay, gift keeps on giving. Every day is opposite day for Magic Man Doug McGarry. All approved. And then a boring legal thing happened, changing language on a thing. And then the city manager report. City manager, Sabrina Cotta. There she is. She says, Ollie, which is the college for old people, is scheduling a class in April, a second class in April about city finances. More of a threat than an announcement, really. You think about it. April 26th is the bike swap. Sister city in Ukraine is going to have a benefit concert coming up. And this community center repair is behind schedule and over budget. maybe finished end of fall. So unexpected. Completely expected. And then Pioneer Hall will be done in early spring. We'll see. And Parks has been cleaning up a lot of downed snow damaged trees. And the online permits department is run by rock stars. Right? And then finally, the liaisons report. You know, just when you thought the meeting was over, the groundhog of boredom has seen its shadow, and there will be 6 more minutes of boredom. So we got that. This one goes, the Housing Committee had a fair, and the Oregon Department of Energy is creating a working group. Oh, working group. Oh, be still my heart. And then this guy goes, the historic group is making a new plan, and airport day is in June. And this one said the Transportation Committee had a meeting. And then this one says, the Surge Committee is now surging into other committees. And the Public Arts is taking a deep dive into public art. No more shallow dives, deep dive. And this one says, I love that Saturday working meeting. That was the best. And then this one says, I am on the Jackson County Safety Commission. Thoughts and prayers to that commission. That's the end of the video. You're welcome.